2, 1. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us This Week in America on the Blue Funk Broadcasting Radio Network. Invite you to go to the website, thisweekinamerica.us. A lot of good stuff there. Information on upcoming guests, information on past guests, and information on current guests, such as Sue Perry, Deputy Editor of Shop Smart Magazine. You can also link onto her website, shopsmartmag.org. Sue, welcome back to This Week in America. Great to have you back with us. Always good information.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
And I'm sure it's going to be on the program today. We're going to be talking about fire extinguishers, home safety. That's a topic that you explore in great detail in the current issue of Shop Smart Magazine. Fire extinguishers, and I'm reading this, I'm thinking a fire extinguisher is a fire extinguisher, and you're pointing out, no, it really isn't, and here's what you need for a particular function in your home.
That's right. There are 3 different types of fire extinguishers. You can't just go out and get a fire extinguisher, and you can't just go out and get one and think you're protected. You really need an extinguisher on every floor of your house, and you need one in the garage basement area. So you need a few fire extinguishers, and a lot of people put them, right by the stove or over the stove in that area. That's not a great place to put it, because if there's a fire, and so many times kitchen fires flare up, and it's by the stove, and then you can't get to the fire extinguisher. So where you store it is really important too. But there are 3 types. And for different types of fires, fires are classified as 3 different types. There's the burning wood and fabric and other combustibles. They're Class A fires, and so you need a fire extinguisher for a Class A fire, if that's, pretty much what you might expect in a room with, in your living areas, in your bedroom areas, that kind of thing. And then there is gasoline, oil, and other flammable liquids. They're considered Class B fires. And then there's electrical equipment and wiring are Class C. So there are different fire extinguishers for different types of fires.
And you really need to look at the label that's on the fire extinguisher, and you explain in Shop Smart exactly what you should be looking for a specific function. You say something here, and you've got 8 things you really need to know. One is fascinating, because I know people, extinguishers should never be tested. They're single-use products. So
that's right.
If you're saying, let's see if this actually works, chances are you just used it.
Exactly. It's a single-use product, and it really, and hopefully you never have to use it. But that's something that you really can't test out now.
And you also list some of the good models, and you also list some of the models to stay away from. So this is very helpful as you're thinking, okay, I'm going to go out there. What really is a good model, and these have all been tested, and what ones should we really have some trepidation as we're buying them?
Yes, because I think the tendency, there are some really cheap little kind of off-the-shelf models that we call them models, but extinguishers that promise to stop a fire fast, and we just found that they did not work at all. So you don't want to leave your family and your life in the hands of something like that. So we tell you what not to buy, and we tell you what to buy.
You're listening to This Week in America, our website, thisweekinamerica.us. Sue Perry, Deputy Editor of Shop Smart Magazine, our guest on the program. Her website, shopsmartmag.org, a new section in the current issue of Shop Smart, which is available all across the country. Talks about home safety, firefighters, what to buy, and how to protect your home and family. Know the drill. You've got some things that really are sort of common sense, but people really don't think about them because it's like we're never going to have that situation here. Tell us some of the things that people should do in preparation. So and we hope that it doesn't happen, but there should a fire break out, they know the drill. They know what to do.
Yeah, there are things that you should do, and you should probably do it once or twice a year with your family. First of all, draw a floor plan of your house or your apartment and map out the exits and make sure of every room. And if you have a multi-level house, you might need to get a fire escape ladder that can be brought out very easily, and everyone in the house, including children, should be able to know how to use and scramble down that ladder, and there should be a practice run. Just like when you were in school and had fire drills, same thing goes for at home. Everyone should know what to do, and and of course, hopefully you have your smoke alarm and your carbon monoxide alarm in your home, so that you would be alerted to a fire or some other kind of mishap with CO2 gas, and you want to identify a safe meeting place well away from the house that so everybody can be counted if there was a serious fire.
We all think when it happens, we'll all rush out of the house. Everybody will be safe. One of the things you talk about is practice sealing smoke out. And you see this oftentimes where people are actually trapped in the house and really have to stay in that particular room until the firefighters arrive.
Smoke inhalation can actually get you before the flames. Yes, that's true. So you want to make sure that you can practice sealing the smoke out by blocking vents and sealing doors and other openings so that you'll know what to do if fire or smoke blocked your escape.
Got about 30 seconds left, and you say everybody should know what to do. And if you've got someone elderly staying with you, somebody very young, you really need to assign somebody to make sure they're taken care of.
That's right. Very important. And you really need to practice your plan, twice a year is a good idea.
And you say do it in daytime, do it in nighttime. You're doing it at nighttime, make sure everybody's aware of what's going on. But it's good to practice that. Sue Perry has been our guest from Shop Smart Magazine. Her website, shopsmartmag.org. We're talking about the home safety firefighter section of the new issue of Shop Smart, available all across the country. Sue, we thank you very much, and we thank you for listening to This Week in America. Our website, thisweekinamerica.us.